Good people, welcome to my YouTube channel again. Relax Moeng here. So today I will be covering my story. So I want you people to understand in terms of how I get to know the information that I'm sharing. For sure, many of you are asking themselves in terms of how did I get to know this information and how and why I'm sharing this information. So yeah, in this video I'll just be covering a summary in terms of my life story, how it came about for me to know this kind of information. So starting at high school, and good people, I started reading books, especially in 2020 when Corona hit. So now I had to start reading books, books like Think and Grow Rich, books like Rich Dad and Poor Dad, books like the Bible, the Quran, books like the Bhagavad Gita, books like the Nikola Tesla, his philosophy. So those books are the books that give me the insight in terms of how does wealth work and how to go about life. So me having that information, that's when now I started scheming. I started scheming. I was hustling. Usually, I was not thinking I was doing something wrong, but I was just hustling. So that because it was during Corona, many people were then asking themselves, because many people were looking for jobs by that time in 2020 when the recession hit. So now I had to take an advantage with the recession. Those are the things that I have learned in the books as well. So moving forward, I also started selling weed in school. I find myself selling weed, for me, so that I can at least have the skills of communication. I had to start selling weed so that I can communicate with many people as much as possible. Also as cigarettes, I started selling cigarettes as well. There are many things that I've sold back then for me to make a living, for me to take advantage of the system. And then moving forward, that's when I stopped scheming, and then now I got introduced to forex trading. And then I get to know forex trading. We used to make quick money. By then, quick money. I didn't have the exact knowledge, And then moving forward, good people, because now I had to focus so that I can get at least to varsity, because now forex was not doing the needful. It was not giving. I didn't even have the capital for me to make a lot of money. I was making petty cash. Some can call it petty cash. So now I had to stop and focus on my studies. And then what happened? I stopped. I focused on my studies. When I stopped and focused on my studies, and then that when now I made it to varsity the following years. And then when I got to varsity, because of I had skills, those skills that I had to focus on debate. I had to communicate and now join debate. I did join debate, and me joining debate, it took me to go to Botswana, and then that's when now the skills increased, the skills of communication, the skills of meeting new people, the skills of business, the skills of communication. That's how it increased. The skills of reading more books, that's where the needful were needed. So yeah, good people, moving forward, as I got to university, we had political parties as well, So I decided I was appointed to be the coordinator of the ANC. I was treasurer of SARS. I was the HOD of SAUDC, Southern University Debate Championship. So yeah, there are many things that I've achieved, in the university, just that small period. So I want to make it, and I want to emphasize it, that this was not luck or something. This was because of the knowledge that I have, the chakras, how to open your chakras, those things, the religion studies thing. Those are the things that made me to a person that I wanted to be, to a person that to be better each and every day. So moving forward, people, I just want to make it clear that for knowledge to work, it must be applied. Wisdom, if you can have wisdom, but if you are not applying that wisdom, it will not flourish. And then when I got to that university, yes, I made money on my second years, from that forex, because I continue. And then I had a lack of money management skills, and then that's when now we had a problem of me blowing the money, But moving forward, people, that's when now I discovered these keys. That's when I discovered to say, hey, this is the key that I'm lacking on. So the key that I was lacking on, as well as I'm covering the key. The first key that I was lacking on is family. It's a relationship, building relationship. You need to have people around you. So I was that person who will stay solidary, which came to my failure. So yeah, the story to be continued. Thank you very much.